the standard. Hi. There you are. Hi. So your connection is a little wonky, but we're going to try to get through this because you're freezing up and jumping around a little bit. But I want to welcome Aleta to this conversation. So Aleta, tell everybody about your business.
So I don't know what's going on with the internet connection, but anyways, I'm Aleta and I'm the other half of my husband's business, Paul's Hand Turn Creations. I do all the resin work. All of our products are handmade. And then my husband turns everything on his lathe. So we're kind of like a mom and pop shop. And in the last almost year, we have just really done phenomenal with our business. I do all the marketing, all the posting, anything, all the website. My husband just turns.
He just makes the stuff. He gets to go out and do his little cave.
He makes it all look nice and pretty, all, you know, and everything. So anyway,
makes your job easier, huh?
Exactly. So we're having a great time and having fun doing it, and it doesn't even consider it a job, you know. It's been great.
Very good. So you joined Posse, wasn't it last September or over the summer?
It was, I think, the tail end of June.
Okay, so you were in summer. Yeah, so how were your sales before Posse?
Well, we did a lot of shows, and we did, I thought, okay. But then when I joined Posse, I definitely learned a lot more ways of, you know, getting our sales up even higher. And lo and behold, I mean, even right now in May, we have tripled our business since last May.
Without shows.
Without shows. We haven't had a show. We had one show right before this coronavirus thing came out. And that was just a local market. And of course, all of our big shows have been canceled until at least fall, and who knows after that. So we're not really relying on any of those shows at all for this year. So I've had to kind of think outside the box on, you know, what are we going to do to, you know, keep these sales going, getting sales? And it seems to be working. I mean, people are buying. When people say that they are not buying because of this virus, that's not true. I mean, we have just done phenomenal because of what's been going on.
And there are a lot of people that will say, well, you know, I just got to shut my business down. If I can't do shows, then there's just nothing I can do. What would you say to those people?
I think that's just crazy. I mean, if the way I look at it, if you can't handle this, how are you going to handle something else into your business? And you just always have to be thinking, what can I do to make myself stand out from anyone else? And I know people that have given up on their business because of this virus, and it's only been, what, a month or two, you know? So I'm not going to go down without a fight. And so
not only are you not going down, you're going above and beyond what you were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And people, you know, I've had other vendors in our community ask me, private message me, what are you doing to get all these sales, you know? And it's, you know, it's not just one thing, it's several things combined that I'm doing. So in what may work for me may not work for someone else, but it's worth me trying all these different avenues that I've been doing, just to see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. So tell us some of the things that you've been doing. So obviously you're in Posse. You've been doing you've been doing the calendar in Posse. You've been doing a lot of things that we teach in Posse, but what are the things that are like working the best for you right now?
Well, right now, the lives. I mean, I'm going live with my husband because this is his business. We could try to do a live every 2 weeks. We were hoping for every week, but quite frankly, we don't have enough stock to do lives each week. So at least 2 times a month, we're doing a live. I'm posting in other groups about our products. That's been doing pretty well. And then of course, engaging with every post that I make. I want, you know, people to know that we're actually real and we're not a huge company. We're a small business. It's just the 2 of us. And then I decided that I would do giveaways once a month, which has been really successful for us. And also I came up with, I was in a call and we were just brainstorming, and someone said something about an auction, how they'd like to try it. And that kind of triggered thinking like, how could I do that with our business? So I kind of tried it, and it's been going on for about this will be our 5th week of once a week, just doing a live auction where I put up one product and let people go for it. They can name their price. And so far, we haven't lost any money on anything. And a couple of our products have actually gone for more than what we were normally selling them for.
Very good. Very good. And that works really great for your business too, because everything looks different. Everything is kind of one of a kind. They can't go on the website and buy that exact. I mean, they can get those colors, but it's not that exact one. So it does create a little bit more of that tension where people are like, no, I want that one. So I think the auctions is such a great idea. And I remember when you brought it up in a Next Level Academy call, and you're like, I'm thinking about doing these auctions. I said, I think that's a really good idea. And it's worked. And it's a great way, not just to sell product, you guys. And I want everybody to hear this. This is not just about selling product. It's engaging people. It's getting them to desire it, to want it, to get a little bit competitive. It's something different. It's fun. It's not just your everyday, here's something I have for sale, come over and buy it.
Right. And because what I do to start engagement, usually either on a Wednesday or a Thursday, I'll have a couple products that I'm thinking of putting up and have our followers chime in. You know, what are they looking for? And the one that gets the most votes, that's the one that goes up on the auction block on Sunday. But in the meantime, I'm posting about it, you know, several times, and to get people engaged. And also I post it in other groups as well, to get some of those people over to our page, hopefully to like our page and get engaged with that auction. And so far it's working. So
very good. Very good. And so I want you guys to understand something, that one of the biggest challenges that Paul and Aleta are having right now is that they do not have enough stock. There's literally, they could open the throttle on this baby, but they don't have enough products to put out there. And that's a really, I mean, it can be a little frustrating for Paul and Aleta, right? But it's a very powerful situation to be in. It's much rather that you be out of stock and selling well than be buried in stock and not doing much at all. And something else that you guys have done over the last 6 months is, because you're out of stock so much, you've had to make some adjustments on your pricing. How has pricing changed your business?
Well, we definitely needed work on our pricing, because we didn't have a clue as to what, you know, a realistic price for any of our products. And so definitely, because of your help, you know, we definitely have done better with that. It still needs a little bit further to go. But people are buying, and it doesn't matter. It amazes me, you know, and it's hard for me to get out of that thinking. It's not what I think I would pay, it's what the customer is willing to pay. And it's just proof, because we have so much on our website that's just out of stock. And it's hard because it's all one of a kind, you know, so it can never be replicated. But right now I've got 3 orders, you know, to fulfill. And I told the people, you know, that we can't get to it for a couple of weeks. And they're okay with that. They're willing to wait because it's that one of a kind. No one else is ever going to have it. And so we definitely have to work a little bit more on our pricing. But my husband, Paul, is getting a weekly paycheck now. I mean, I've set aside on how much each of those products is worth his time. And granted, I do the marketing and whatnot, so I add a little bit more into that. But it's kind of funny to give your husband a paycheck, you know?
I love it.
And he doesn't know it, but all that money that he's getting for his paychecks is going into a different account, and that's going to be our nice vacation.
That's a great way to do it. That's a great way to do it. And you guys have done so great. And I know that the pricing thing was, there's a little bit of resistance, especially with Paul at the beginning. But look, guys, when you have a high demand for your product, and Paul and Aleta specifically with the marketing has created that demand, right? So she created high demand, and now she has a lot more flexibility with her pricing than what she had before. But creating that demand in the first place is what's really important. So Aleta, did you have anything, any last words, anything else you wanted to share with people?
I just think that, especially in a crisis that we're in right now, you just have to really think about other possibilities and don't give up. I mean, because really that does you no good. And so my wheels are always turning on what else can I do? Even this morning, I was thinking, what else can I do to get more followers and to, ultimately they will, hopefully they'll buy, but so right now we're having a giveaway, and, that's doing pretty good so far. And it just started this morning. So I'm just always looking for new ways. And I say, just don't give up, keep going.
Yeah, I totally agree. And the idea that you just shared there of constantly looking for something, always looking for what else could I do, versus a lot of people get stuck in the mindset, this is out of my hands, this is out of my control, there's nothing I can do. Aleta asked, well, what can I do? What could I do? Could I do that? And watching other people and learning from other people. That's another reason why Posse is so important, is because a lot of you have heard about this auction that Aleta's doing because you're in Posse, and that can spark things in your head and say, wait a minute, what could I do something like that? And even just sharing this right now with everybody, I hope that you start thinking that, everybody out there, start thinking, what can I do? Not I can't, but what can I do? So Aleta, thank you very much for being on here. I'm going to be sharing your Facebook page. So somebody just asked, what is Aleta's Facebook page? So we're going to get you some followers here in a second. I also shared, guys, the link in the comments for the 30-day trial to Posse for only $7. That's where Aleta got started. That's where she started, really learning how to engage on Facebook, how to be consistent. You still use the calendar every day, right? You're right. Following the Prompts for Profits calendar. And that's what got the ball rolling for Aleta. And now she's at this level where she's like, what else? What else? What else? Right? She's in the next level. Aleta's a next level Academy graduate. So she's looking to go bigger and further and higher, but she started in Posse. Let me get the link, because I went ahead and I grabbed the link and then I posted something else. So there we go. All right. So Aleta, your link is in the comments. Everybody go follow their page, Paul's Hand Turn Creations. Thank you very much for coming on with me. And I really appreciate it. Congratulations. You're doing a fantastic job.
Thanks, Allie.
All right.